Watercooler, ba-ba-ba-dow. Watercooler, watercooler, ba-ba-ba-dow. Hey, welcome to Water Cooler. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. You know the show goes, I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my former Kroll Digital buds. With me today, all the way in Orange County, California. He's here. He's full of mega energy. It's Gary Smith.
What's up? What's up?
And he came through. All right. And all the way in Austin, Texas. He's really sad right now. We give it up for Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Just kidding. He's not sad. But
Ow! Hey, brother.
Yeah.
And then all the way in North Hollywood, California, he's confused. Spit out
Totally.
Mike Dawson.
Totally confused. I was expecting a sad story from Matt, like his internet sucks or something. But no, he's excited, back with a passion for the WWWC.
Oh, he sure is. It doesn't sound like he's that confused, but he and then all the way in Long Beach, California, just like myself, he's jubilant. It's Mr. Caelan Bean.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, that worked. I like.
Yeah.
I felt it.
I don't fully know what jubilant means. I was assuming it was just very happy, so hopefully I got that right.
You fully know. Congratulations, dude. You fully know what jubilant means.
Yeah.
And there we have it. Thank you again, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Mike Dawson,
What?
fresh off his third haircut in a week.
3 weeks, but yes.
I know.
Third haircut.
A little extra.
I did also just get out of a cold shower because I took the dog out for a while. And man, you walk around the neighborhood in North Hollywood and you are sweaty, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's weird.
It's hotter than shit out here.
It's very hot out here. So just a heads up if you didn't know local California weather, it's quite
it's hot. There's the news.
It's quite hot. So Dawson, third haircut. So haircut number one, you looked in the mirror and you thought, still too long. I need more off.
That was the second haircut. Third haircut was more like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Right. Same barber, because that's kind of off.
Yeah, Olga's daughter. Olga's daughter cuts my hair. She's awesome.
Okay.
And I went to her like 3 years ago and I said, I'm growing my hair out. But I'm gonna need maintenance haircuts so it doesn't look awful, so I can finally grow it out. And so for like 3 years, she's been facilitating the hair growth. And finally, dude, I get long hair for the first time in my life. And then one day I wake up and I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. And
I get it.
Paula.
I just
for people who don't have the video tier, Dawson is sporting a bright blue mohawk.
Right.
It's absolutely incredible, and it's a bold statement.
Right. Yeah, he went bold this time around. Bolder.
That's right.
So I always find it awkward walking back into your old, or the person who just cut your hair and asking them to fix it, especially days later, let alone weeks later. That I just can't make up my mind. I still need it shorter. So but it's Paula and she's really great.
Well, I paid. I mean, there was still a transaction involved.
All 3 times?
In fact, the first time was the full haircut, which is pretty reasonably priced. And then the second time was just a $20 trim, touch up. And then the third time we took a shitload more off. There's still a whole bunch of hair here. But she made it look nice. Now I look like a productive member of society or one of the village people. But it's nice. I'm good. I don't need a haircut now for like a year, which is fucking awesome.
Is that what you look for? Is like I'm trying to cut my hair so I can go the long.
This I can rock this for a year. Somebody one of you bobos mark the date on this and just put it on a calendar reminder and then see if I was telling the truth.
Matt, just go ahead and throw it on the water cooler calendar.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so I
I
want
may be able to go longer. Who knows? But
next.
yeah, then the third time, so the third haircut, she was like, I gotta charge you for a full cut. This is a whole nother haircut. There was a lot of hair to still, you look at the floor after one of my haircuts and it's a merkin.
Same. It looks like a carpet after I'm done.
Yeah.
And I've broken buzzers. My hair gives splinters to people. It's it's kind of embarrassing sometimes.
Now that I think about it, what are the odds that all 5 of us have thick flowing hair? This is amazing. Everyone here's got
It is pretty
fantastic
amazing.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, look,
Apparently all of our mothers' fathers had full heads of hair.
is that
Mine didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have long for this world until I just start shaving it all off. So
Really?
yeah.
A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
hair.
Good news is they make hats.
My grandfather and his brother are bald as fuck.
But you're how old are you though? Like you would have already started balding if you were bald.
Hold on a second, Caelan. Is there a difference between bald and bald
Yeah.
as fuck?
It's a little bit more bald.
there
Yeah,
is.
it's more bald. Yeah,
This rock got slapped
you go
because-
early. You go early. Yeah.
There.
And I'm going. Yeah, it's gonna have to come off fairly soon.
How are you feeling about it?
Oh.
Yeah, at this point, it's kind of just want to get it over with.
Yeah.
From
But
the
I gotta get in shape a little bit first because you gotta maybe try and build some muscle or something before I do that. So that's the plan.
That's a myth propagated by Joe Rogan.
But look, you'll still have other things working. Like you could get that cool stripe in your eyebrow that I've been trying to get. You know that just
That's just where you take
Hold
a
on.
little
Yeah.
buzz line.
What have you been doing to try to get that? Because I'm pretty sure we could accomplish that right now on the podcast.
I have to get the approval from Jen.
Oh,
which
so
will
it's
not
never
get-
happening.
Yeah.
So you're I don't believe you, Chris. I don't believe
It's
you
just
really.
get
I don't
that
believe you
weed
at all.
ass little shaved
believe it at all.
line at 3/4 on my right brow.
Some racing stripes.
a
I
good
like
one.
it. I like the
Just one.
idea.
Just
I
one that
think
kind
you're
of
being facetious.
it's the
What if you
golden
did
mean-
like one down and then one across, like an L, like for Loxamana?
Oh, now
You
we're
know?
talking. There's not enough eyebrow art for guys.
That's right.
People
Said
like
no
that.
one ever.
But yeah, get it now. I wanted to spell something. Why not? You want to know?
We
how to
should
spell-
start the trend. We should start that trend where we all buzz our names into our eyebrows.
That'd be nice. And then if I'm somewhere like, oh, how do you spell your last name? I just look at them.
This could be
Yeah,
some.
it-
It's permanent. My name is tags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then
Well,
no
not permanent.
get my name wrong or anything like that. It'd be nice. And
I mean, this is definitely one of the worst ideas we've ever thought of, but
It's
it
true.
still goes on the list.
I don't know. Why do we need eyebrows anyway? They're just like mustaches for your eyes.
They're mustaches for your eyes, bro. That's why we need
Yeah.
them. In fact, that's why I have a mustache because my eyebrows are so thin. I
Yeah.
can't write my name in mine, you guys. I can't.
Write it in your mustache.
I will. That's why I'm going to do.
What is
Yeah.
the best facial piercing? Because the eyebrow piercing was pretty hot for
Yeah, dude.
a decade.
That one's still up there.
The eyebrow piercing's still up there.
Yeah, it's still up there for a
I-
dude. I
I
like a
like-
chick with a little diamond stud in her nose.
I like the nose ring, not the septum, but the
Huh?
the side nostril ring. I like those. And actually, Jen has one, so I got really lucky with that and liking
Good
that.
answer, buddy. Good answer.
My
But-
bro Darius has the fucking bull ring in his nose. And when you first see it, you're like, what the fuck? And then after you know him for a few years, you're like, you need that. If you ever see him without it, which is never, but if I ever saw him without it, I'd be like, no, dude, you look weird to me.
Part of his look.
That's strange.
I almost got a lip piercing. By almost, I mean I just thought about it very seriously, in the sense that yeah,
But
because
it hurts.
my
Chris-
pop- my
Chris
pop-
has contemplated quite a few facial modifications that never come to pass. And I like that we're elevating it to the level of almost when in reality nothing happened.
it was very close to the point where I thought about discussing it with a friend, but I didn't get that
You
far.
thought about discussing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've
Sounds very
discussed-
He
Guys.
realized it was such a bad idea that he couldn't even bring it up to a peer.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
discussed
it almost happened.
I discussed doing the eyebrow in college. But I knew deep in my heart I never would, because my mom would slap my face every fucking time she saw me. And I'm like, I just can't. I can't do that. I can't do that to my mom.
And what about you, Gary? Are you a stud guy or a ring guy for facial?
He's a stud, all right. Come
Yeah,
on.
I am a stud, that's for sure. But I mean, come on, guys. You guys know me. I'm the most vanilla person in the world. I have 0 tattoos. Like I don't do body modification. It's just I'm boring. I realized when I was young, when I did contemplate things like that, that I decided if I'm going to do something permanent, then I need to think about it for at least a month. And by day 3, I realized, like, no, I'll hate that in 5 years, much less 15 years or 30 years. And I was right. Every single thing I even remotely contemplated would be so stupid right now, and I would be so embarrassed to explain it. And just not for me.
Oh, come on, Gary. That Ninja Turtle tramp stamp you showed me would have looked great.
I mean, look, was I gonna put Raph down there? Yeah, maybe, but that would have been okay. But there were a few other things, like there were some, monikers that my friends made up in high school that we like refer to our friend group as, and I thought about that. I would be so embarrassed trying to explain that shit now. So
What were they?
Come on, it up.
Come on.
No, who remembers?
I mean, look, as far as peer pressure goes, I went on a road trip with 3 other guys. We went around the country, and during part of it, we all went to a tattoo shop, and we're all getting tattoos, and I didn't get one. They all 3 got one. I didn't get one.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I'm saying, like,
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say I'm closer today to getting a tattoo than I ever have been in my entire life.
Yeah. For the record, it's not like I pushed that at the end. I made it very clear I'm not getting one, but I would like to go and just be at a tattoo shop, see somebody getting tattooed, because that was enough of an experience for me.
Well, if you're gonna get a tattoo and you need a buddy to get a tattoo with you or something, you don't want a tattoo. It's a very personal.
Right. I couldn't agree more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I went to Venice and got drunk, and said with the plan that I was going to go to Venice, get drunk, and get a tattoo. So that was the plan. I didn't just get drunk and then decide to get a tattoo. No, I got drunk and got a tattoo and continued to get drunk.
Good plan.
It was a good plan.
That's okay.
And I only had a couple beers before, because no worthy tattoo artist is going to start tattooing a drunk person, because your blood thins and it's the liability.
Yeah,
but if you had maybe 2 or 3 drinks, they'll still work on you.
Yeah. I thought it's just so they don't, because it felt like they were taking advantage of you or something, just being really honorable and not wanting to tattoo a drunk person. Yeah. Caelan, are you certain?
I think K-Bergs can answer that, because K-Bergs. But anyway, that'll be in the comments next week.
How good are you guys at acting sober whilst drunk?
You tell me.
Horrible.
Yeah, great answer, Gary. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I think Gary's very good then, because I don't think I've ever seen him get out of hand, for instance.
Oh, well, Matt has.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah.
Matt lived with me. When you live with me for 2 sustained years, there's gonna be an incident or two. I mean, I would say unless I'm really, really getting after it on purpose, I'm probably pretty okay.
Like, I just remember having to tell a bouncer who wouldn't let Gary into a club, no, he just looks like that.
To be fair, I was not drunk. I was not drunk at the time, and this guy looked at me as we walked up to the bar and went, "That guy's not getting in." And I looked around like, "What the fuck, man?" And all my friends started dying laughing, and they came to my defense and go, "No, look at his ID picture. This is just how he looks." And I got in.
And they showed him a pic.
I like the Gary's kind of proud. I got in.
I did. I got in. I wasn't drunk. I really wasn't. Maybe we'd had a beer or two, but I was not, by any stretch of the imagination, overserved.
On that night that I got into that New Year's Eve brawl in Venice, the bar wouldn't serve me. And I had not.
That's why you started shit.
I did not have one drink that night. Like, that was the first place we went to. And and they refused to serve me, and to the point where I was, questioning their motives, in any way possible. Like, why would they not want to give me, like, what, like they're purposely skipping me. And yeah, maybe they thought I was drunk. Maybe I have a look like Gary. But yeah, I just remember that bothered me to no end. So I
Wow.
can't imagine not being let into somewhere.
I have the exact opposite experience. Number one, I'm affected sooner than most people.
No.
I last forever.
What?
But
Yeah.
I have like 2 drinks, and you can totally tell I had a beer.
Prove it.
And
Listen to the backlog.
and then every bartender I go to, I think in the back of their head they're saying, "Oh, I'm serving this guy. I want to see where this goes." So I have not ever been denied or 86 from a bar.
I can actually say you have. Yeah.
Was it New York?
You don't actually remember, which was part of the experience.
Right, that's probably it.
In Dublin.
Oh, that's a wonderful story. I did not get admitted to a bar because I'm not Irish.
I was gonna say you got kicked out of a
In
bar in
Dublin.
Dublin. You must have been
No.
fucked up, dude.
No, I just wanted a beer in Dublin. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I see an Irish pub, and I walk up, and there's a huge bouncer there, and he goes, "We're closed." And I'm like, doors
Dude,
open.
that accent was just on point.
Yeah,
I can see there. I can see there are people in there, and I go, "It doesn't look like you're closed." And he goes, "We're closed for you."
Oh, whew, killing it.
And I'm like, "What? Should go down the street. They'll let you in over there."
I'm just impressed.
Really, dude. And I'm like, I'm like, I think I can talk this guy into it. And I'm totally sober. And I'm like, look, dude, I get it. I get it. I won't talk to anybody. You can tell me to go sit in the corner. I'll face a wall. I just want to fucking sit and have a drink. No. And that was that.
Out of here, you.
Yeah.
There's no room for you at the bar.
Aye, Fregus. And what
For
do
a
you
minute
think
there,
of the guy in
I
game?
was transported.
Nuts.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I didn't
here's a
get
little-
kicked out, but yes, I was refused service.
Here's a little pro tip for everyone out there. You can be as sober or drunk as you want. When somebody who is manning the door at a bar tells you you're not coming in, just turn around. You're not coming in. There is no.
Right.
I recently
No.
went with a group of people were at various levels of sobriety, and I was the most sober. And somebody got told they weren't coming in, and 2 other people attempted to make the case, and I immediately walked outside, and 5 minutes later they all gave up. But they spent their time on it and tried to get everyone in. It was never going to happen.
All this coming from the guy who was let into a bar after first being denied going in because the guy said so.
I had visual
You
proof,
are
though.
the exception to the rule that you are posting right now.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm more talking about an instance. I guess I should have been more specific. You're right.
For being
Dawson.
wasted.
I had photo evidence that was working in my favor. I'm more talking in an instance of like somebody who is clearly 45 but doesn't have their ID, and the bouncer's not going to let you in without an ID. You're never winning that argument, even if it's clear that you were over 21.
There's.
Makes sense.
I remember one time someone asked to see my ID and it didn't work out very well. It was at Pig and Whistle in Hollywood.
Yeah. Oh,
Pig and Whistle.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Pig and Whistle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, really, really cool, hip Hollywood bar. And I was going to Kimmel's show taping, but I got there early, so I thought I'll go have a drink at Pig and Whistle in the afternoon. And so I go have a drink. I'm just sitting at the bar, and this very pretty girl is sitting at the other end of the other end of the bar. Hey, look, it's my single days, okay? Just tales from my single days.
That doesn't mean anything anymore.
And so I get a drink. The bartender has to see my ID. I give it to gives it back. I order my super cool cocktail. And something.
What was it called? It
like
had to have had a
M&Ms.
name because I'm sure this was your Matt days too.
It definitely had Empress chin. Now it probably let's just say it's an old fashioned. And this girl comes over and sits next to me, and she goes, "Hey, excuse me." And I go, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, do you mind if I see your ID really quick?" And I go, "Sure." And I give it to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I saw it from the other side of the bar, and your head's so big in the picture. I just want to see what it looked like up close." And because this freaking DMV lady who took my picture must have been her first day. She zoomed like all the way in, and there's no negative space behind me. It's like, yeah, my head fills the whole picture. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. And I had to give that ID to everybody, and it's so much that caught the attention of someone at the other bar who had to just see for herself if that was really my picture, and it was humiliating. And I actually have a photo of it that I could show you guys. I literally looked at it the other day.
Now, Chris, how humiliating was it? Did you, within the next calendar year, go to the DMV and take the time to get a new picture taken?
No, but I think this is it. But here's because Mikey he put ours side by side. So here's I don't know if you
I just see a giant blob. So
I can't even tell which one's you, but based on the size, I can.
I'm putting my phone on the screen. Look
that is really funny.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, that's how
no
big
shoulder
my
blades.
That, by the way, that's not someone's first day. That's someone who was not fond of you and who was fucking with you.
You don't zoom in all the way. People don't even like. I don't know. Do you guys smile in your driver's license pictures?
No, I just try to look as drunk as I can.
In my current driver's license picture, I look like a South American drug smuggler. In my last driver's license picture,
careful,
I made a face while they were taking my camera. I just opened my mouth really big and looked really surprised and just went. And the lady goes, then the lady goes, "Oh, come on, child." And I'm like, "No, please take the picture." And she takes the picture and she says, "You sure?" And I said, "Yep." And she goes, "Child, your friends are going to talk about you." And I go, "Lady, they already do." I have it. So it's my old ID. I'll see if I can find it.
I have a theory. I always had a theory that you should look friendly in your driver's license picture in case a cop pulls you over and looks at your ID. Yeah. And he's like, "This guy seems pretty cool. He seems pretty nice. I want to hang out with him. Yeah, no ticket for go on."
I did that. Hold on. I'll be right back.
But yeah, but like for passports, there's actually a rule that you're not allowed to smile.
Right.
And yeah, and that's not a very flattering picture in any sense. Yeah, the passport photo.
I knew a few kids when I was much younger who used to get as high as they possibly could before they took their photo, so that if they got pulled over stoned, they would look the same way.
That's some 4D chess right there.
Yeah, Gary probably made a few of those IDs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Look, we got comments. We have a "This Is How You Remind Me." I mean, we got some steggies.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Let's do that.
I love those.
Let's do that one first. So,
all right.
Let's reset this just before we play the theme song. This is a portion of the show where we go back to the archives because our archives have recently become available. All of our past episodes of the Watercooler, and this is years and years and years of content that we have provided, to the point where we are now a decade older. I don't know how long we've been doing this show. It feels
it's about right, honestly.
Yeah.
And so different stages of our lives.
And should have made different choices 10 years ago.
Yeah, well, and we react to just what.
I wish I made a different choice about 45 seconds ago.
And so we react to different things, and people go back to the archives and look. And by the way, I encourage anybody to go back to the archives if you just got into the show, if you haven't heard any of the old episodes. They're fun. They're a ton of fun. It's our origin story. It's our prequel. Go listen to it and find out how we got to where we are right now. All right, so I'm gonna play a theme song, and then I'll have Matt set up this particular clip. Here we go. This is how you remind me.
This is how you remind me of the boy I can.
Yeah.
All right. So this submission was posted in our Facebook group by Michael Cottingham,
Yeah,
and
Michael.
I'm gonna help a little bit of the setup here. So in episode 344, which was about 2 years ago, although it feels like 10 years ago listening to this, there was a conversation that we had on the air about Chris farting into towels
Okay.
to muffle the sound, if I'm not mistaken. And it was very upsetting, particularly for the Smith household, because this news was announced within days of Chris being at their house. And so a lot of discussion was happening both on and off mic. But now this clip is the next episode, episode 345. Things have gotten a little bit out of control, and that is where this clip begins.
Jen says that it sounds, the way I told the story and the way that we all talk about it afterwards, it sounds to her as if I do this bare ass. She says that it sounds like I do this bare ass.
I love that image pops into her head when she hears
she's
the story.
very worried that a lot of people are thinking that, and I need to make it clear that that is not true.
That just doesn't even make sense.
Now that-
Why would you want to eliminate a piece of fabric?
potential,
Thank
yeah.
you, baby. Thank you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure it was my pink eye comments that made her think that, but Jesus.
But yeah, I mean, if you're really going for the full effect, drop them drawers before you.
No, Dawson.
No,
Because listen,
I know. One. I understand. We want to muffle it, but
Yeah.
now if you're really just strictly going for the practical joke,
yeah, if you're trying to destroy your friend, but
you
then you're
canvas that. Yeah.
but then you're legitimately.
they need
risking
just to make
it.
like a silencer for your butthole, and you just put it.
They do.
There you go.
Oh, I wanted to continue. I wanted to hear.
Well, you can listen to episode 345. It's in our archives, and you can hear the rest of the story. But I think my first question, really, to you, Chris, is: were you shamed
Have I learned?
into stopping this habit, or does it still continue 2 years later?
It does not continue. I can very much.
You've
tell you
grown.
that I have. It. Go ahead, Gary. No, it's yeah. I don't know. I haven't had the need to do it. I mean, I think if I was in a pinch,
And
I
you
would-
had to pinch.
and I had to, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Look, it was just a method when you had a bubble, and you just had to.
All right, now I'd like to take a survey of everyone but Chris. Do you believe he
But
has in
Chris.
fact stopped this practice, or do you believe he has learned to not admit things like this on a podcast?
Oh,
Let's go around the horn.
good.
Kaelan?
Oh,
Within the last year, have you done it one time? I bet I put money on yeah.
no, I haven't. I can't. I confidently can say I haven't, but
I'm the reason why Chris hasn't is because he just farts with impunity now. He is no longer ashamed
also
of,
true.
of letting a ripper lie.
And
Just
I don't go out as
great.
much anymore. You know, I'm not going to Gary's
You know
house.
what?
I don't. I'm not even going to Gary's house this year. Like it's just. I don't.
It has to do with the
My Uncle
proximity.
Emerson,
And the
my old
environment.
Uncle Emerson, my Papa's best friend, my grandfather's best friend. We weren't related, but he was still Uncle M. Me and my brother would go play golf with Uncle M. And you guys know no one farts like old men fart. And we'd be lining up a putt, and Uncle Emerson would just be standing there on the green, and he'd just rip the biggest, longest fart right when we're trying to putt. Yes, he did it on purpose. But his motto, and we heard this at least 36 times on 9 holes, is better to share the shame than bear the pain. And now, Chris, I applaud you for indirectly coming to that realization. It's better to share the shame than to bear the pain.
Okay. Thank you
that-
for the
Yeah.
And I love
Proud of you. You're an
advice that
adult.
rhymes. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Yeah, but I remember, look, sorry you had to find out this way, guys. And I don't think I ever said it was specifically Gary's house that it happened. So I want to make sure that just continues to be the case. I don't want any extra lore added upon this. So, but thank you for that clip. Wonderful clip, guys.
Yeah, thank you to again Michael Cottingham. And if you have a clip you want to hear, just post it in the Facebook group. Let me know the episode number, rough time code, where it starts. I'll pull it.
Yeah. But bear butt, I mean, that's like me doing Caelan's move. And it just, if the physics of it don't make sense. It doesn't sound like I can really execute it to its fullest extent without the extra.
I gotta say,
absorbing.
when I heard my injuncture into this conversation, I was like, come on, Dawson. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
All right. Well, let's go over some comments now while we got the listeners involved here. All right, and these are all comments found within our Facebook group. Please join the Facebook group if you're not a part of this community. What are you doing? Come on. Go ahead, come in, join the fun. Everyone's invited, and it's free. Just all you have to do is have a Facebook account and give up all your personal information, and then boom, you're in, baby. And just go to facebook.com/group/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. All right. This first comment, this comes from one Caelan Bean. Maybe your first post, like first original post.
Probably, I think so.
In the group, because Caelan's pretty silent on social. He lurks a lot. He's a
oh yeah, I'm a
He's a
lurker
lurker.
for sure. Yeah.
But now he's a murker because he posted this wonderful trailer for a new podcast, and he just wrote, "Very happy and excited the launch of me and my dad's new podcast." My dad and mine. Just Fooling About is what it's called.
That's
check
right.
Check it out and tell your friends. 6 more episodes coming next week. Just wanted to get one out there now so you can promote it at Comic-Con this weekend. And then you put the Spotify link and the trailer.
That's right. Yeah.
And the trailer,
dude.
yeah, just congratulations, man. The trailer's wonderful. And
got a little pointers from you, actually. I played it at one of the meetups and I got a little feedback, and so I adjusted it after that.
I
Community.
like what became of it, and I especially like the closing clip. It hammers the fucking point home.
Exactly. Yeah.
Smart.
That's the title of the podcast, comes from his line in that scene in Tombstone.
Yep.
And I'm very excited about it. And I released the Doug Stanhope episode 2 days ago, and then I just released the second one, Edward Furlong, about an hour ago. And so
Wow,
he can
dude.
promote it at Comic-Con this weekend, and then next week I got 5 more episodes coming. So there's a lot more.
Damn.
There's a lot more coming.
Nice, man. Congrats.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
That's good. Furlong, Stanhope to Furlong.
Yeah, and Furlong, I mean, he goes pretty deep.
Goes
in that
Furlong?
interview. I mean, that dude's life was fucking intense, and he talks about overdosing.
Yeah, dude,
on
the
heroin
T-1000 was
and-
relentless going after him. Fucking good thing they sent the other one.
Yeah,
Save him.
it's a pretty intense. It gets pretty intense there towards the second half, but it's good.
Nice, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then his brother went to prison for being a neo-Nazi. I mean, it was just what a wild life he had.
Let's see here. Corey Harper says, any other Bobos have a cloud room?
Have a what?
A cloud room? And
Like
there's-
where
Oh,
you
you
spoke
store your
out.
I saw
files?
the picture. I saw
Yeah.
the picture. No, but awesome.
It looks cool. I mean, I guess in Dawson's case, every room's a cloud room, right? If,
Well, it's a live cloud room.
yeah.
I can't afford a smoke machine, so I have to constantly make one.
I love a good
Cloud room.
smoker fog machine. Like when you're playing gigs,
I actually have one.
videos. They're awesome. I remember one of my first bands. We all decided to take it a little more seriously, get some better gear. We all saved
Smoke
up-
machine.
Well,
We're going to take
yeah.
ourselves seriously as a band and live performances. We need to invest in a smoke machine right now.
It's funny that you say that. So that's exactly That's
Oh, really?
exactly what
Wow.
happened. Yeah.
Sorry.
They're not that
All
expensive,
right,
and
well,
they
moving
are
on, guys.
really,
So-
really cool. And I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, if you have lights, you need smoke.
So
Because the light reflects through the smoke, and then people are like, "Oh, I can see the lights."
Yeah, so I saved my money, got a guitar, a better guitar, and a better amp, a bigger amp, and so did the other guitarist and the bassist, and we got nice microphones, and then the drummer. He finally saved up money to get new cymbals and new, maybe new heads or something. And he goes to Guitar Center, and he comes back, and we're like, "Did you get this stuff?" It's like, "No, I used all of my money to get this sweet fog machine." He just plugs it in during practice. We're just practicing in fog to shitty sounding drums.
Is that Mikey?
All right. I guess it's
Priorities.
Yes, it was Mikey, Caelan.
It wasn't.
Priorities,
It wasn't.
dude.
This time it wasn't.
By the way, Chris, I have one. If you ever need to borrow one,
I might take you up on that offer. I think.
Look, Chris,
I
if
would
you
like
want to
do-
get serious about this music biz thing, you should take him up on his offer.
I think maybe I'll do a podcast in
Just set it up at your next wine bar you're
Fog.
playing at.
or that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bar.
Dude, nothing goes good with a Diddy song like some fucking fog.
That. Hey, wait a second.
It's dark,
you,
Gary.
use
That's
it,
dark.
you can check out it. Anybody
My
can
big
check out
brother.
the music video either at thesmokingkills.com or on YouTube, Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills. But we used in that video that I have up on YouTube, you will see the smoke generated from the smoke machine, and you'll see the reasons why it should be, it's necessary with lights.
I had a gig. I had a gig last night. Last minute gig, and what I usually do is I set up, and then I have a wireless microphone, so I'll walk it to middle of the room or back of the room and kind of just do a 1 2 1 2 check 1 2 just to see the levels, because obviously I don't want them to be too loud, or just want to make sure they're just right. And so I'm walking towards the back of the room, and these people are walking out of the place, and they look, usually when people see me setting up, like, "Oh, there's gonna be music tonight. Oh, did you see that?" But I just hear this guy tell the two women that he's with, like, as they're walking out, right by me, "Oh, good, we're out of here before the music starts." And and I'm just playing the whole night with that just in my, like, why did I have to hear that?
Chris, for the most
my
part, music
soul.
in bars sucks, and it's way too fucking loud. And if you just want to have a drink, it's better than
I understand.
But when you get older, you'll appreciate that. So you gotta let those things slide off, man. You're not for everybody.
And they really
Can
missed
I-
out on my excellent rendition of Sandstorm by Darude, but it's okay. Go ahead, Matt.
I just realized we've come up with a solution to this problem already here. Fog machine. Put it on while you're doing the mic check. I
Yep.
guarantee you, no one is leaving their seats. Everybody wants to know, why is there fog? What's gonna happen?
I had
We're gonna have a
something
full
worse
house,
happen.
baby.
Yes.
I had something worse happen. I played a small place in Montecito a long time ago, and I walked in. It was a sushi restaurant with a stage, and I walked in and set up my gear, and I noticed that Hilary Swank and Chad Lowe were eating a sushi dinner, and I got 20 seconds into one song, and they both got up and walked the fuck out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Stuff.
hurts.
It's a badge, and it was a badge the whole time, but it still hurt a little bit. Oh, Hilary Swank, you don't like my first song? Everyone leads with one that they're really good at, especially if there's celebrities in the audience.
Right. You started off with the gold here.
Like, wow, I must. Why is this place letting me play here? I drove away Hilary Swank and Chad Lowe. I mean, thankfully it was the lesser of the lows, but still, it hurts.
That must have been a pretty low point.
It was a low point.
I know you
I
should have
wasn't
stopped.
feeling so swank, bro.
You should have stopped and, like, look, I sat in through all of the next Karate Kid. You could have at least let me play.
Give me one song, baby.
Yeah.
I bought a ticket to the Karate Kid 2. Was she in 2 or 3? 3. 4.
Gary.
The next Karate Kid. Was she the next Karate Kid? Okay.
She's-
Correct.
yeah. Gary, do you watch any Cobra Kai? Yeah.
I'm starting it tonight.
Okay. Then I won't say anything. But
I've seen the trailer, so I get a sense of
you get the sense.
yeah.
Okay, I will hold off on my opinion until
You don't want to ask me if I'm going to watch it?
Well, I'm not even gonna say it. I don't want to even give. I don't want to even influence.
No, I know,
Gary
but you
in
want
the
to know if
slightest
Gary was
bit.
watching it, but you want to know if I was watching it.
My son has requested to watch it. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, well he loves Hawk, huh?
Yeah, and also a fan of Tuh.
That's still a thing. She's still around.
Sure is. She produced the song.
Oh my God, dude. Oh no, she's making some dough. She's got to take a songwriting course.
That's fine.
It's not a good song.
We don't know.
She's
that.
just getting her money.
I thought it was funny enough.
Good for her. Yeah, good for her. All right. Caelan, do you watch any Cobra Kai?
No, I stopped at about the 3rd season, I think. So one day I'll be able to, just
Well, let
binge
me
through
know.
another 3 seasons.
I would love.
or so.
I want to know what you think. So
That day is
no
today,
rush.
Caelan. I think this new season is the final one.
Well, right now I'm watching Those Who Are About to Die. It's a fucking gladiator show on Peacock with fucking what's
Anthony
his name from Game
Hopkins?
of Thrones, and Anthony Hopkins, and is it Ramsey?
What? Who did Anthony Hopkins play in
Ramsey
Game
Bolton?
of Thrones?
Yeah, Ramsey. Would have been great, but yeah. So I'm watching Gladiator.
He was one of the White Walkers. They CGI'd
Yeah.
his skin off though. Yeah.
Wow, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. And Dawson, you watching any Cobra Kai?
I watched the first season, and then I got halfway through the second season and was like, okay, seems to be more made for teenagers now.
Chris, you watching any
Yeah.
Cobra Kai?
I watched the newest season, but yeah, I'll hold off on what I thought till I hear what you think. And Matt, will you ask Julie if she watched any Cobra Kai?
Yeah, I'll check.
Thanks, dude. All right, so look, we got some seggies that we're gonna save for Patreon because Caelan flicks it. What are you flicking? Can you tease it here and maybe?
Yeah,
people
I
can
will be
tune in on
flicking the new
Patreon?
Netflix movie Land of Bad.
All right.
All right.
Land of.
Don't have high hopes based
But
on the
hold
title.
on, yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to wait and see.
Well, I mean, it's got-
too.
It's got
Russell Crowe, baby.
the guy from 300 in it, so
Who did
Gerard
Russell Crowe
Butler.
play in 300?
No, it
it's got
definitely
Gerard
does.
Butler in it. It's got to be
It does
good.
not have Gerard Butler in it. Confirmed not.
What the?
I have watched most of this movie as well, Caelan, so I'll be interested to hear your review.
And we'll get to that in our Patreon episode later this later this week, maybe even tomorrow. All right, so why don't we go around the horn then? We'll
Feeling
do
more like Friday.
All right, Friday. Hey. Why don't we go around the horn now and go through some of the things that we want to plug? We want to suggest people check out because, I mean, look, we're tastemakers here, all right? Whatever we think the audience should do, they do it. They freaking listen to us. We're the puppeteers. They're the puppets, right? That's how this relationship works with the listeners. And so that meant Caelan's words, not mine. So why don't we go around now, and I will start over with Caelan because I think he has something that he might want to plug. Although I do miss the "Don't Worry About Me." I mean, hopefully he'll give us one of those. But let's see, Caelan, what do you suggest we check out?
No worry about me. I got a real plug now, and I'm plugging my dad's and I's new podcast, Just Fooling About. 2 episodes available, 5 more coming next week. And look out for the last episode that we got coming. It's with Doug Laux, who was a undercover CIA operative who infiltrated the Taliban, and it's fucking awesome. It's a great interview, so that'll be out next week.
He's also been on this very podcast on Resume. So if you go back, no, I don't actually think he has been. I don't remember.
He's actually been in this room that I'm in right now, like 8 days ago.
To be fair, you are currently embedded with the Taliban, so it does all come full circle.
Actually, I'm a little
Very
more on the
nondescript.
Al Qaeda side because he infiltrated both. But yeah,
All
fully
right.
embedded. I'm in a travel container. I'm in a shipping container right now in the Middle East.
Well, your audio sounds great.
Thank you.
So yeah, but Caelan's dad's podcast and Caelan's podcast for that matter, Just Fooling About. Please, everybody who is listening to this show right now, go and subscribe. Leave a review.
Follow our Instagram
like-
account too,
like
Just Fooling
comments. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, follow
About. Do all
yeah,
that stuff.
That's a little too much now, Caelan. I mean, we're really asking a lot.
And Facebook and TikTok and no, just check it out. That's all.
But yeah, just check it out because we it's a high quality product. Caelan's very proud of it, And let us know what you think too. And please, everybody, the getting in on the ground floor is really important for Caelan and the success of this podcast. So please, everybody, get over there. All right,
thank you.
let's go over to Matt, all the way in Austin, Texas. What do you think we should check out?
Yeah, well, I got a few things actually. First, I just want to say patreon.com/watercooler. You stop me on that one?
No, but
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
We can move on after that one.
Let's just say again, if you only listen to us on the free feed, you're only hearing half the show. $5 is $5. Please give it a try.
And I got to be honest, ever since we changed the way we record, you're listening to the first half, and people tend to get looser and more fun in the second one. So, worth checking out.
Worth checking out. Also worth checking out, Cobra Kai, apparently. I wouldn't know anything about it. But I will say one more thing. If you like true crime, the latest episode of Sword and Scale Nightmares just came out, much to my surprise. It's an episode that I wrote. I wrote it like 6 months ago, but there was a long hiatus with the show, but it came back, and it's a really, really, really awesome episode. It's pretty fucked up if you like that kind of stuff. Sword and Scale Nightmares. The episode is called Full House, and it has nothing to do with the sitcom.
Is there an Uncle Jesse? Is it Uncle Jesse?
None of that.
Because that guy was in Dukes of Hazzard. Uncle Jesse's from Dukes of Hazzard.
Is it about a dude who slips in a hotel room and hits his head and dies?
Oh my God. No.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
Stop.
stop.
Like a nightmare.
Please, will you stop?
Like
my live drop?
Yeah, I do like it.
It's
That
good.
was actually like note for note, pitch perfect.
Pretty good.
All right, but yeah, definitely check out Matt's hard work. I have seen firsthand how much time and effort and tears he puts into these some of these podcasts. I mean, it's not easy to write these and research them and sift through all the audio. So definitely support Matt and his true crime adventures if you can stomach it. And if you can't, just subscribe to download anyway and leave a comment for him just for support.
Can they read the wiki?
Oh yeah, are there wikis
Yeah.
available? I'm sure.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you could wiki the case.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll listen to it. Who knows? And then Gary, what do you suggest to check out?
Well, as Matt said, patreon.com/watercooler, and subscribe to Reasonable Doubt on YouTube, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt podcast. I have a meeting coming up later this week, and I might, after 8 or 9 years, finally be wrestling control of that show back into my own hands. So
Yeah.
fingers crossed. But either way, go subscribe and check it out. Thank you guys very much.
What a tease! And if there's anything we can do to influence it, I mean, we have a whole army, Gary. We can bark at whomever you want.
It's sort of a constituency of one that I needed to convince, and all signs point to the fact that I've finally done it. So next time we record, I'll have some news for you guys.
Nice.
Okay.
Next time, like in 10 minutes when we record?
Next time we record is in after tomorrow at noon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Matt. That's the answer.
Well, I was a tease. I don't know.
I'm kidding.
And then Dawson, what about you, buddy?
If you come to the Kimmel show Thursday night with Corolla in Vegas, please say hi. Saturday night in Carpinteria is pretty much sold out. But I know Melissa Birch is going to be there. I'm sure some other Bobos are going to be there. If you come by, hang out. We'll figure something out. Let's just hang.
Is there like a secret
and
handshake
then-
they can do to let them know that they're from this show?
I don't
Maybe
know. I don't know.
Bark.
you
Bark.
or give you a shot of Fernet.
I want the secret handshake where you shake hands, but you use your middle finger and you tickle their palm.
Now
What
we're
does that
talking.
signify?
That's what I want. It signifies
That you're cool?
that you're super cool, dude. No, that's the Mason handshake, dude.
It is. I always thought it was something
Yeah,
like
that's
sexual.
the Mason handshake.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do the Mason handshake with Dawson.
Say hi. We'll hang out.
Yeah.
And call your mom.
Yes. Agreed to. And then as for me, my band is playing at the San Clemente Fiesta Festival again this year, August 11th, Sunday. So come out to that. I think we go on at 4. And
Got a
then,
fog machine going?
Yeah.
Fucking better if you're returning.
I know there's
Step it
no
up.
promise of Fog Machine. We might need a whole band member just to operate that. And then I'm also playing at Tantalum in Long Beach the 17th and the 24th of August. So back-to-back Saturdays for that. So come out, let's hang. And that will do it for this episode of Watercooler. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you. Goodbye.